I'm going to start practicing. It's been a long time since I did. Um, really, it's almost like I got to start learning again. Yarn I got from Hobby Lobby, and it was a good price. And I needed it to be a good price because I'm almost uh, really got to learn how to crochet again. I used to crochet when I was a girl, and so I just decided to get this, and it's a good price. This one right here is $124, and this one is the same price. But I'm going to do what I can with it. So I can't say what I'm going to make because I'm relearning again. So this is going to be slow for me because it's just been so long since I really it's been a long time since I did some really good crochet. Hey, Marilyn Gale, welcome to the live. I'm good. How are you? I finally found my yarn. I remember one time that I was talking about it in the live, and I have so much, and I finally found it. And I was saying that I got this from Hobby Lobby, and I'm really relearning again. So the price on it is $124 plus tax. So I got two of them. What I had did at first, I had picked up yarn and it cost so much more, and I was so glad to see this price because I don't know how to crochet well enough to be getting expensive yarn yet. So I'm just going to practice on it and just see how far I can go with it. So Marilyn, how have you been? I watched one of your videos. Okay. Hello, Sharon Young. Welcome to the live. So you make dishcloths. Well, so far I don't know how to make dishcloth yet. That's nice. Okay, you've been trying to be more active. Okay. Well, that's good. But I wanted to show some of my items that I got. And I was saying that I was going to do more live sometimes just showing items that I have. And I don't have very many. I got this reversible comforter. So I got it for, it's a king size, but I really needed a queen. But sometimes these comforters run small, so I decided to go ahead and get the king size. And it's a good price on it because it's, let me make sure I'm looking at this finest price. Okay, right here, $12.99 plus tax. So I just decided to show some of my items, and I think that's a good price for a queen size. So what have you been doing lately? Have you been doing any cooking? Yeah, they do run small. That's why I got the the king size. I really need a queen, but I decided to get the king size. So have you been doing any cooking videos lately? Hey, Sexy Too Much For You, Coleman. Welcome to the live. How are you? So how have you been? Are you doing well? I hope you are. I hope everyone in the live stream is doing well. I'm just sitting here holding this and got to relearn to start back. If I really want to crochet again, I got to relearn this again. It's been a while since I really Sexy Too Much is speaking to everybody in the live. This is something I think you have to be patient to do this. Okay, that's wonderful. Okay, just the breakfast one you did a couple of weeks ago. Okay, thanks. But I don't have it this so down packed yet, but I'm going to work at it some. But in order to crochet, you got to just be where you're willing to just sit still for a while and do it and just get to it and be patient. I think the colors are so pretty. Sexy, Sharon Young is speaking to you. So, Sexy, I was just showing some of the items. I got these, if you hadn't seen it already, I got this from Hobby Lobby. And the price on it is $124 plus tax. And I got two of them. So, this is what I need starting off right here. Okay, yeah, it's pretty, but I'm just I just got to get it right. You know, I start and then I just put it down. So if you're not a patient person about doing this right, okay. Sexy is speaking to everyone. Okay. Well, I used to crochet when I was a girl. And now when I think about it, to be honest, I had to find it because I had put it in a bag and I had put it up. And sometimes it worked that way when you're not looking for something. That's when you find it. So I found it, so I'm going to do a little something with it. Okay. But my oldest sister, she started it out for me. And she didn't do very much. So I guess I'm going to take up where she left off. You know, they say you don't forget if you learn how to ride a bike, you don't forget how. But still, riding a bike is different from crocheting. So I got to get to this. One thing about it, if you want to crochet, you just really got to get serious about it. So I guess I hadn't been serious enough lately. So how's the weather where you all are? Is it cold? It's cold here tonight. It's a cold Friday night. I call it, is it just chilly or just cold? I say it's cold. No, I don't. I don't ever stick myself. See here. You're not gonna really stick yourself, and if you do, it's not gonna be anything to even frown over because it's not like it has a keen end on it. Not really. See. And then I had nerve to even get me a extra one, like I know what I'm doing. To be honest, I just forgotten how to crochet. I can do a little, but like some people just sit up and they can just go so fast with it. I hadn't made it there yet. Okay, Snow, where you are? Okay. So I can get one for Dump. Get that one a while ago. You got one. You can get a refresher book crocheting for Dump. maybe, maybe I need that because I really don't know what I'm doing right now. I mean, I can do it a little, but I'm just so slow with it right now. I guess with time and patience, and just sitting doing it and just put my mind to it, I can do it. But right now, I'm going to show y'all some more items. I didn't get a lot of items because I get, like I say, I shop for a bargain. I went to our local super dollar store and I got some pillowcases. And these pillowcases are $1. And this is, let me see, this is like a gray color. And I always, when I get these bargains, I get them. I got, this is more like a navy blue. So, and this is a gray. So I only got 4 packs of them. But I always like to have, I mean, you can't have too many. To me, you can't have too many pillowcases. Even though I think it's one, okay, it's another one in the bag. And then this is a light blue. So what you need are what? Pillowcases. Well, these are $1, but they're nice. And then let me see what else I have. I don't have a lot. It's so much I can show, but I just have a few items next to me. Like my daughter, she went to Walmart today, and she got this Lysol. What is it now? Laundry sanitizer. And I don't know the price of it because she brought it here this morning. And let me look at this receipt and see can I find it. I want to make sure I don't want to give you the wrong price. It's $5.48, but here's the thing. She got some items that they just had, you could just only get one. They had a limit on it. So you just couldn't go in and pick up however many that you want to pick up. Not at that time. It might change, but this morning it was just a limit for one. Why? You hadn't been out shopping yet? And this Lysol right here too. She got this also. So I'm seeing this is the wipes. So this wipe, she got it from Walmart, and it is $4.47 plus tax. And we all need to. And you didn't go out and get what you. Well, it's not too late. But then I think this is a good price. I like using Lysol, and I like using Clorox wipes also. You know, sometimes you can get those wipes, and some just better than others to me. And let me see what else she have. Okay, then she got the Lysol disinfectant spray. And let me give you a price on it because, okay, it's $5.48 plus tax. And this is a big can. And sometimes here, it's hard to find Lysol spray in some of these stores around here. Most of the time where I live in these stores around here, you're not gonna Oh, you reported the dentist? What happened? Yeah, they're all great. Yeah, they're good for germs. So I think she got probably one more item in here. This is sanitizing spray also. Fresh scent microban. So what's going on with your tooth, Marilyn? So the microban is $5.94 plus tax. What's going on with your tooth? What happened? Okay, every week it was a different procedure. Okay, so sexy, you have that spray. You got the microban. I believe they're all good, but I'm more familiar with Lysol. And sometimes, like I say, if I go in Dollar General here, Super Dollar, Family Dollar, I don't ever find a can of Lysol now. They're hard to find here. And I guess if they get them in, by the time they get them in, when I get there, they're gone. So yes, all of these are good items. So Marilyn, how you feeling now? What happened? Okay. Well, I hope everything work out for you. I'm glad you didn't kick him nowhere. Sometimes you gotta just try to keep your peace. So whatever procedure you had done had to be real painful. Okay, you're just not comfortable talking a lot. Okay. Well, it'll probably get better in time or with time. Yeah. Sometimes, I don't know, you have to give it a little more time. Probably 45 support Maryland. Okay. Okay. And then I got this clear gel. Sometimes I put this around my edges. And I got this, and this is $1 also. And like I always, maybe not always, but I always like to shop for a bargain. And that's pretty much it, what I got lately. It's many. I have other items in there, but I'm trying to show you all what I got for the. And then she got this right here too. If I didn't show it, I might have shown this already. She got this laundry sanitizer. So I don't know what it costs because, like I say, she brought this here, and I don't know because I didn't go shopping today. Okay. Well, see, I don't go live real often. Okay, so you reported him? Okay, no, I don't do silent lives yet, sexy. I just come on here sometimes when I think about coming on here, and sometimes if I come on here, I don't be on here long. But let me see, can I give you all the price on that? This Lysol sanitizer. It's $9.97. Well, Marilyn, I hope everything works out for you. And I hope you feel better. Yeah, I hope you feel better. Yeah, you're right about that. For my hours. But I never go silent. I never do a silent stream. What, you like the silent streams better? But don't, when you go silent, when you do the silent stream, don't you need something like in front as maybe a picture, a lamp or something? I think it would be more interesting if you know, if you can put something there, maybe like I say, a lamp, um, a picture or something. But just a black screen, I don't want to just have it like that. It might work for you, but I'm not saying it'll work for me. So, y'all hold on a minute. I got to get my charger. Yeah, yes, he will fight the battle. Let me get my charger. Okay, so Marilyn, is that why you haven't been doing live streams lately? Yes, he will fight your battle for you. The Lord will finish it. Yes, that's true. I didn't realize uh I didn't realize this was so close to need to be charged so fast. Okay, I can understand that you're not wanting to talk a lot. Okay. Well, in time you'll get back to it. Sometimes it just takes time. Okay, you think you sound funny? Well, I don't know. Sometimes if you don't say anything, people really won't notice the difference. Sometimes they won't. It just all depends. Sometimes people might say, Marilyn she sound pretty good to me. Sometimes we doubt ourselves, and I guess I can't say you really sound funny when you were talking. Yeah, no weapon formed against you. It will not prosper. But I think everybody have a sort of talk different at times. It just all depends on what's going on with you. Sometimes I talk different, and sometimes it's because for me it can be acid reflux. It can be sometimes when I eat a lot of sweet, it makes me talk a little different too. And I say acid reflux. So sometimes we're gonna be sound a little different at times. So, Sexy, when you gonna go and do your shopping? Are you just gonna wait on it? Forgetting your sanitizing spray and all that. Really, I try not to run out of it. We keep it here pretty much most of the time because they had some sanitizer. They had some wipes at Walmart. Yeah, I agree with you on that. Sometimes without the Lord, I tell you, we'd be so wrong. We really would. We know we need him. Yes, we need him all the time. But yeah, sometimes you can go in a store and they can have wipes, and they might not be the brand that you want, but if it's 99%, 99.9%, I would try to get it. Because sometimes you're just not going to find all the time here in this area where I live, in these stores around here. Sometimes you're not going to find Lysol. And like I say, okay, you want your stimulus? Okay. But I guess when you do, finally when things work out for you, I would suggest to try to kind of, just try to get as much as you can afford, because it's just not easy to find around here. Oh, you wanted to put pause on it. Okay, well, that's good you didn't have to do that. I wouldn't suggest that, because if you would have did that, you'd have been had a sore mouth and in trouble too. Yep. So wherever you live, I don't know where you're from, Sexy, but sometimes you might can go to like a drugstore and find some of these sprays and wipes. I don't know, because most of the time I don't go to in grocery stores like looking for wipes and sprays. I usually buy gloves too, but I hadn't bought any gloves lately. They had gloves at Walmart for a good price too. I think at that time they were like $6.99. Yes, we are. I am. I am. I'm a person like this. I'm country and I say I am. And you won't catch me trying to talk proper. You're not going to catch me doing it. Okay, you're in Memphis. Okay, I'm in Mississippi. And then I'm live in the country. And like I say, you won't ever catch me trying to talk proper. I try to talk with maybe I should say a high pitched voice sometimes, but not proper. Because at times the voice can be like I'm talking now. I just get in practice talking in a higher pitched voice. Okay, so you want to go to Memphis just to eat? Okay. Okay. Well, is it cold there in Memphis now, Sexy? Because it's like I say, it's cold here. Okay, your mom from Coldwater. Okay. And when I say it's cold, sometimes I be cool when sometimes my family not cold. I be here and sometimes I be so cold, and sometimes they be my youngest daughter, she don't be cold like as quick as I wish. She'll be in her room and she'll close the vent. And it's not very many times I'm gonna close the vent. Most of the time I'm gonna keep those vents open. So did y'all cook a big dinner today? I'll tell you what I cooked today, one of my favorites. I cooked some chicken and I fixed my husband's plate. I fixed him a salad, baked potato, and some chicken. Okay. Well, now I think it's possible that we might get some snow here Monday. Now, I don't know. We don't usually get a lot of snow. So when you think if they forecast snow for the ones that close to the grocery store, Yeah, I am. I would call close, not too far away. I was in Memphis in October of last year because we went to my husband and I, my daughter and my sister and her husband, we was at the zoo. So Memphis is like from where I live is like maybe 2.5 hours. I don't know, probably close to 3 hours. But yeah, we were there at the zoo. So we had a nice time there at the zoo. But if you're close to the store, like I am, I mean, I live like maybe 3 to 4 miles from the grocery store. So if we hear about snow, we can get there fast. You don't have to be worried saying, "Oh, we got a long ways to drive. We got to go here. We got to go there." Really, I can get to the grocery store maybe in about from 6 to 7, maybe 6 to 7 minutes from where I live. What video you remember? Oh yeah, the zoo video. Yeah, we had a nice time at the zoo. So how far are you from the zoo, Sexy? Are you close by? Yeah, it was really nice. But we went after it was my husband's birthday was in October. So after his birthday, that was just we just ended up going to the zoo. So yeah, we'll get there like if it's all depending on how you drive and also we'll get there probably like to Memphis, maybe I would say from 2.5 hours to close to 3. Just depends on what part of Memphis. Okay. 20 minutes. Okay, yeah, well you close then. Okay, October. Yours is my husband's birthday is October 8th. Yours is the 17th. Oh, yours is the 7th. Okay. So that just okay, your birthday in October. Okay. So we really had a nice time. Even though all of my family wasn't there, my children, I had two, my son and daughter, the youngest two, they didn't go. So they decided they didn't want to go. So, Sexy, do you ever do any cooking videos? Okay, yours on the 26th. Okay. But you know what? When you go to the zoo, it just, I don't know, is it that people feel relaxed just walking around, you're looking at the animals, and it was a fun time for us. But like I say, just everybody, I wish my other two children had went, but they didn't want to go. So so October babies are good people. That's pretty good. That's all right. That's good. Well, I guess it just depends on how you wanna. What did you do a few of? Okay, you tried to do some cooking. Okay. Well, everybody don't like cooking. I pretty much don't mind cooking at times. It just all depends. It depends on what you like to do. I cook a lot, but then we eat a lot too. So if you're not gonna eat out a lot, you gotta. If you like me, you got to get in that kitchen and cook because I don't like cold cuts and I don't like a lot of sandwiches. So I get in there and I cook. Sometime this morning I was up cooking, making pancakes at before 5:30. Okay. Yeah. But Marilyn, your food look good. You have some good looking meals. But you got to do what you like doing, what works for you, And like I say, I just like my sister say I like to cook, but I don't think about it that way. I just know I need to do that. I have a family. It's different if you live by yourself, but when you have a family and sometimes you just really have to. Oh no. No, she's evil. Some some are not great October baby. Your sister's not evil. And I don't even know her. Well, Marilyn, I just do what I think I need to do. Because sometimes I'm not gonna eat out. It's just like if I want something sweet, I'm gonna get in the kitchen and bake it. Sometimes I bake it and it just all depends. Sometimes I go to the store and might buy like Little Debbie snack cakes or something like that. But as a whole, if I want something sweet, usually I bake it. She's probably not evil. You just people are just different. We just different. Oh, you forgot she born in November. So November, what that's supposed to mean? A November baby better or worse or what? I don't know. I don't know. I guess we all just we just different. That's all. We just different, and some of us we just gonna have fun, and we just gonna do some different little stuff. Everybody just can't be the same. So, are you all still? Is everybody where you stand still wearing masks? Don't y'all be so hard on your sisters, man. Well, I don't know. I don't know what to say on that because everybody know their family. I can't say that y'all know more about your family than I do. Only thing I can say is just hope things get better. Sometimes, I can't say everybody's evil because that's not true. Sometimes people want to put everything on the devil, but we just can't do that all the time. It's some good people still, even though sometimes we don't always. You don't talk to them. Okay. Well, maybe you all will get that straight. It's good for family to get along because everybody needs to try to get along, especially if it's yours. You need to try to get along with everybody. Okay, you just don't love money. Okay, okay. Well, you just have to, you never know. If you're not speaking now, you never know. Just hope for the best. Hope that one day you and her will get that straight. You'll be able to talk again. Sometimes people do things they're crying out for attention. Don't say never. God can change people, but you gotta want to be changed. We can't do these things on our own. We all need God's help. If she want to change, don't give up on her. Because you know what? God, he don't give up on us. He never give up on us. He love us. When we do wrong, he don't like that. You got to be mighty mad with her then. Well, that's bad, But you never know. Eventually, you just keep praying for her. You got to keep praying for her. We can't change ourselves. We got to ask the Lord to help us. Well, yeah, I understand that. That's true. Some people, I understand that. But you know what? I was thinking about this today. Some people, you have to love them from afar. It doesn't mean some people might say, well, you don't go here and there, this, that, and that. Some people you got to love them from afar. You can't be around everybody. That don't mean that you don't love people, but sometimes you have to give people space. You have to give them space. Okay. But you know what? Still, you might not like it, but you still got to do right, sexy. Just do the best you can. Because one thing about it, you have to realize what you're doing. If you continue to do good, it'll come back to you. It might not seem like it, but it will. And you never know. If you pray for her, and I realize sometimes we can pray for people, but they got to want to be changed themselves, but still don't give up on them. Because I can say this, God never give up on us. He give us a chance. He forgive us so many times. And sometimes people are crying out for attention. You might not like what people do, but you just really gotta be patient. I do too. I pray that prayer also. But you have to just realize that sometimes we don't like some things, but you just have to keep going, but then still just pray for her anyway. Because that's all pretty much you can do. You can pray for the next person. You can't make anybody change. But I can just really say this, that God forgives us. And we have to forgive others. And like I say, sometimes you still can love people, but some people you have to distance yourself. Not that you're being mean, but sometimes you'll be better that way if you stay back. But you know what? I'm going to tell you this, Sexy, whether you believe it or not. Sometimes people think if they're mad with the next person, that's hurting them. But no, it's not. A lot of times, being mad all the time, whether you believe this or not, being mad all the time is not good for you. Sometimes we can walk around, we be mad. And really, I'm going to say this, and I'm not trying to sound rude, but sometimes you're hurting yourself when you stay mad all the time. Yeah. Yeah. You still got to pray for her. I say you have to distance yourself. That doesn't mean because you love people, you have to be around them. If you don't have to, don't be around them. But still, you got to still love her, because if you don't, that's not good for you. And sometimes I think we can get mad with one another, and that's normal to get angry. But when we get so angry, we start sinning. That's when it is bad for us. Okay, well, sometimes sometimes it's gonna be some jealousy now. That's just real life. People, sometimes you don't wanna really believe it, but sometimes jealousy, it just gonna happen. Well, no, you don't let that happen. Like I say, sometimes you just have to love people from afar. That doesn't mean that you don't love them, because it's just some people you're not going to be able to go around. Well, no, try not to be mad all the time because it's not good for you. Like I say, sometimes people might say, well, we showed her or we showed him. Sometimes you're showing yourself, because when you stay angry all the time, anger is not good for your health. It's not good. It means, we all get mad. I don't know, let me say, I get mad. But if you stay mad every day, all day, it's just not healthy. Well, yeah, you just being honest. You glad she moved. But most of the time when you can, try not to be angry all the time, because anger it's bad for your health. And sometimes, I won't be honest, tell you the truth, when people find out they get to you, they're going to rub it in. They're going to rub it in. So when you're mad, somebody else going to be glad you mad. So you just have to I didn't say don't get mad, but just try not to let it just have occupy so much of your time, because one thing about it, people don't care about you being upset. Sometimes people want you to be upset, because if you're the one mad all the time, a lot of times you'll feel bad, and those same people, they'll be glad. We got to her. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. Next time we're going to do this, and see how she's going to react. So really, when you being mad, you hurting yourself, not that person. Yeah, it works on you. Yeah, it will. It works on you. I mean, it's most of the time, it's not worth it. We all get mad. But the older I get, I learn to try to not let it get the best of me, because it's not good for you. I wouldn't think it is. A lot of people might say, well, some people might like being angry all the time. I don't. But maybe you and her can get a chance to talk and find out what's going on, so you can kind of work it out. Talking helps. If you can talk to a person. I do too, Meryl. I do. We all need to pray. But you know what? Still, after talking to the Lord, He still wants us to love one another. And love is what we all need. Sometimes we can be a loving person, but sometimes other people hadn't made it there yet. And we don't understand why. You don't understand. But it's about love. You can't make people do anything that they don't want to do. But I would just suggest to just, maybe sometimes you all can talk on the phone. I'm going to be honest and say, talking on the phone, it's more safer to talk on the phone than to just really get into a fight. That's why sometimes you got to love some people from a distance, talking on the phone. Now, I'm a person, I don't love to just visit a whole lot. Well, He will show you what you need to do. Because sometimes you're better off if you don't visit a lot. It doesn't mean you don't love people. But sometimes, I don't know, some people, you better off if you don't visit a lot. I just say it that way. So everybody is not just going to get along. It's bad to say, but it's true. So sometimes when you find yourself, well, you mad with her, sexy. You so mad with her. But I don't know. Some things I realize some things is hard to let go. But if you hold on to it and it makes you bitter, sometimes we can get ourselves in a way where we be so upset with other people. Sometimes we can't get our prayers answered. So you want to keep yourself in the clear for that. You don't want to, well, sometimes that can be true. But you got to still Try to keep yourself in the clear so you can get what you need to get. You get your blessings. Sometimes we'll get our blessings maybe held up for being mad with people all the time. Some things you have to let go. And I know some things are not easy to let go. Yes, she did it. But sometimes you got to be the bigger person. And when I say be the bigger person, that means sometimes you just got to keep moving. Okay, so she'll throw anyone under the bus for money. Well, that's true. It's always okay to love from a distance because you'll be safer like that. A lot of times people, they get around one another. When you know anything, they're into it about little or nothing. And then next from that is it just you say things that you wish you hadn't said. And one thing about it, now once you say something, you can't take it back. And I use these words. Once you spit those words off the tip of your tongue, you can't take them back. Okay. Well, that seems pretty bad. Yeah. Well, I guess it just y'all you know more about it. I can't talk too much on that because I just really can't say too much about it. But the thing of it is, like I say, just love from a distance. And you never know how things will work out. Well, yeah, but I don't know what you're going through, but you just got to keep praying. You got to keep praying. And then sometimes I don't understand why people treat one another so wrong. I never understand it. Sometimes it could be a lack of attention. Yeah. Yeah, only the Lord can fix it, you know. But we gotta let him fix it. Now when we pray and ask him for something, we gotta believe. And I just really know the Lord wants family to get along. Even though sometimes, and maybe a lot of times, some people don't want to get along with one another. But that's not pleasing to God. You can't make people do right. I understand you don't play games about your mom. I don't understand why that's going on. But see, you got to pray for yourself. You got to pray for yourself. You just can't just say, well, I'm just going to throw in the towel. When you stay upset all the time, it's not good. And then I'm going to tell you, like, to be honest, you got to pray for your sister. It don't make any difference. You might not like the way things are going now, but you got to pray for her. Pray for her and you pray for yourself. A lot of times people might not want to believe this, but we have to pray for our enemies. You just don't, because I just believe when you pray for your enemies, I think you're doing okay then. Because your enemy is someone that really doesn't really mean you. It could be somebody that really don't mean you well, but still you pray for that person. And the Lord can turn these things around. Don't know about, I just say for myself, I'm just going to be honest. I don't want nobody to mistreat me. But yet and still, you still got to pray. Yeah, that's normal. That's normal. Anybody, the average person, if somebody mistreat me, I'm not going to say, oh, I just really just forgot all about it. Well, I'm not keeping it real if I say that, because we don't forget that easy. You don't forget when people mistreat you. But you know what? You still got to forgive them. If you don't forgive them, sexy, when you do something wrong, because we all do wrong, not intentional, but when you do wrong, you're going to need the Lord to forgive you. You're going to need God to forgive you for your sins. So that still means you got to forgive. Now, just because you forgive, it doesn't mean that you're going to open your arms up and say, well, I tell you what, let's ride here together. Let's ride here together. Let's go here together. No, it doesn't mean that. When you forgive a person or when you forgive people, that's better for you, because there's no such thing as, well, I'm not going to make any mistakes again. Sometimes you got to just be willing to forgive. When you forgive, still, because I need forgiveness. When people wrong me, I don't like it at all. But then when I get up and I stumble, then I got to go right back to God or Jesus and ask for forgiveness. Okay, if you don't forgive your sister, when you pray for forgiveness, you're not going to get it. So you got to forgive in order to get what you need. I mean, it don't sound, everything true don't sound good, but that's the way it is. But you have to pray to be asking the Lord for what you need, because as long as you live, people sometimes gonna do one another wrong, and you got to be willing to, I would say, talk about it. And some people might say, well, I don't talk about it. Yeah, it's okay to talk about it, because talking, sometimes you might can go to that person. Sometimes people people will sometimes wrong you and they don't know they hurt your feeling. They thrown on the train, not to bust the train, man. Well, still, I get your point, but still, that's when I say love from a distance. You can't be around everybody just because you love people. That don't mean you got to go to those people's house every other day. I don't really do a lot of visiting, but I love people. I don't have to go every other week or every other weekend. I just love people. And sometimes it's going to be better for some people, not everybody. It's going to be better sometimes if you cut some visits short. So you got to keep it real. This is just my opinion on this. If you know that you're kind of mad with a person, that you're upset with a person, let's just keep it real. When you get mad with a person, you know sometimes those thoughts gonna come back to you what that person did to you. I'm gonna use these words. You're not ready yet. If I see somebody and that person wrong me and I get all upset, that means I'm not over it yet. I hadn't forgotten it yet. But the only thing you can do for that, sometimes if you can talk to a person, talking helps. Sometimes people can do some things and they don't even know they've hurt your feeling. Then if you talk to that person come around and y'all work out your differences, you'll feel better. But if you don't work out the differences, sometimes you're going to still remember what that person did to you. And then even if that person apologized, you still going to remember. But you just know you got to forgive in order to be forgiven. So sometimes things don't seem as easy as it sounds, but that's something we need to do. I've never heard anybody say, well, that's true. Yeah, I mean, you want to be in good company. I want to be in good company. I'm like this now. If I don't like the way people treat me, I'm just going to be honest. Most of the time, I'm not going around them. It's some things you can avoid. It's not that you're mad with people. Just say, for instance, if you go around a person or people and they always trying to be funny, trying to carry you down, or, people don't like you. Well, if I know people don't like me and I know it, all I need to do is know it. You don't have to worry about saying, well, you wouldn't guess who's out there again. That's Deborah. No, that's not. It might be a Deborah, but it's not me. That's just the way I am. You don't have to, you can't push your way in with people if they don't want you around. And you're gonna know when people want you around, they're gonna treat you right. And usually when you leave, you're not gonna feel bad about it. So that's just the way I am. I can just only speak for myself. So yeah, sometimes you have to you just have to cut some people. You just gotta not visit as much. You don't stop loving people, but just because you don't visit like you maybe once have, that don't mean you don't love those people. But some things are for peace sake. Because if you go and you don't like the way you're treated, just bag off. You're not hating anybody. I mean, that don't mean, well, she don't come around now. That don't mean that you don't love people. But if you don't feel like you're going to be able to sit there the whole time without being upset about something, it's smart. It's a wise thing to do, to put space in between. So that's the best advice I can give you. Pray. And sometimes this is going to sound foolish or funny. Do like me. I be at home. Because you can't, some things you can't make it work. And to be honest, some people don't want things to work. So that's where we pray, trust God, treat people right, and sometimes just keep your distance. But it would be better if you all could get with your sisters and work things out. It's always better if you can. Yeah, prayer is the key. But after we pray, the next person got to want that too. You can want right, but see, it takes two to want to work out the differences. You got to want to work it out. If you want your sister to work it out, both of you got to want to work it out. You can't do it by yourself. Only thing you can do is pray for her and just hope for the best. Sometimes I guess when we are praying and we leave it alone, trust God. Yeah, it takes two. Just leave it alone. And sometimes it's hard to do, because sometimes if I don't like things, I talk about it. I'm not going to say I just get so quiet and I just know I don't either. No, I don't. When I start talking about things, I talk about it for a while. But when you pray and ask the Lord to do these things for us, He going to do it. Sometimes it might not be in the time we think it should be done, but He's going to do it. But sometimes, to be honest, we have to leave it alone. Just leave it alone. He'll work it out. He'll work it out. Only thing we can do is trust Him, because you can't make people do anything. You can tell them over and over, talk to them over and over. It's going to always be somebody that don't want what's right. You can want what's right, but you can't do it by yourself. And that's just the way it is. So sometimes when you go around people and you're into an argument all the time, you're better off if you don't go. You're safer if you don't go. So yes, it takes two. But now sometimes, as for the love, it gonna take you just keep loving your sister anyway. Therefore, when you keep loving, you still gonna be blessed. You gonna still be the blessed one, because when you love, love is a commandment. So sometimes we might look and say, boy, this is so hard. But love is something we're supposed to do. Even when people mistreat you, you're supposed to love them anyway. So, I'm not saying you got to just every chance you get, saying I just really need to be around those people, because I'm just going to keep it honest. When people don't really love you, I like you, it's not easy to be around them. But you gotta love anyway. You might not like some things people do, but you gotta love them. And some people might say that's hard to do. Well, everything is not always easy. But if you trust God, He'll let you love even your enemies. He'll let you love them anyway. Even though you don't like some things that people do what they say, but you're gonna love them anyway. But if you do like I do, you still keep your distance. And sometimes you're better off when you keep your distance. You know, you don't have to tell everybody everything, but God will work it out. He'll fix it for you. No, it's not easy at all. When you want to do right and sometimes look like others want to do you wrong, it's not easy. Okay, thanks for coming in, Marilyn. But just pray for your sister and just leave it to God because He'll work it out for you. Just try not to worry about it. And just keep praying and trust God to work it out so you all can be close again. Because I just believe in family should be close. Okay, have a good evening. Have a good night. Thanks for coming. Yeah, you have to pray for her. It's not taking anything away from you because you still would be blessed. We always going to be blessed. Even when people don't treat us right, we got to still try to do the right thing. Even when it don't feel right. I say like the man said in the song one time, I want what's coming to me. And that means I want to be blessed. So you want to do right, as much right as possible. Okay, I still got this in my hand. And as you can see, I haven't made much progress. But when I really just down and put my mind to it, I probably can do it. It's just gonna take some more practice for me. So y'all, thanks for coming in, and I'm gonna end this live stream, and you all have a good day, good night, wherever you are. God bless.